I'm going to censor myself when I say this one, just like what CJ from GTA San Andreas once said. Here we go again. Here we are, Hump Day, November 13th, 2024. Hope you are doing just fine. If not, I am sorry. I'm here to at least entertain you, right? 208-535-1015. That is the number to reach me. Saw this news here. When it comes to Thanksgiving dinner, the turkey takes the center stage, but people really prefer the sides. Campbell's, they just released their State of the Sides report for this year, revealed that 55% of the respondents said they would rather fill their plates with side dishes than turkey this year. I'm telling you, turkey is overrated. I haven't met that many people that have said, oh, you know what? I really look forward to Thanksgiving because I really like turkey. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard anybody say that. Nearly 40% of those respondents said they'd be perfectly happy with a plate full of side dishes and no turkey at all. I'm the same way. I love stuffing. I love mashed potatoes. Even sweet potatoes, I like those too. And for those cooking Thanksgiving dinner, 60% say they enjoyed cooking side dishes more than preparing the turkey. Preparing the turkey takes forever. And for what result? Dry, terrible, just overall protein. You can get much better protein in chicken thighs, ham, pork, so many more to mention other than turkey. Turkey takes forever. One wrong move, and it's done. You're ordering pizza for Thanksgiving. When it comes to favorite sides, the top 5 for this year, you get stuffing/dressing at number 1, mashed potatoes 2, sweet potatoes 3, green bean casserole at number 4, and then mac and cheese at 5. Mac and cheese, oh, you can never go wrong with mac and cheese. What I do every year is if I'm invited to a gathering of some sort, like if I'm going to my parents' place for Thanksgiving, or if I'm going to like my friends Braxton and Bryson, their family's home for Thanksgiving, I'll try my best to make this recipe called mac and cheesy. It's from Terry Crews. It's this really heavy mac and cheese dish, and I love making it. It's a hit every year. It's gone within like the first 20 minutes because everybody wants to have that on their plate. Way more so than turkey. K-Bear 101, imagine you're traveling internationally. You're very excited for your very first time out of the United States. You're going to Haiti for whatever reason. And the airline that you're on, the airplane that you're on, gets struck by gunfire. 2 passenger airplanes, 1 Spirit Airlines jet, and a JetBlue aircraft were struck by gunfire while flying over Haiti on Monday. Both airlines, along with American Airlines, have since canceled flights to and from the nation for the time being. The Spirit flight diverted to the Dominican Republic. 1 passenger aboard reported hearing the clacking of metal. The JetBlue flight successfully landed in Haiti. They're like, okay, we're going to no matter what. Here we go. But an inspection found the aircraft had been hit with the bullet. I saw footage of this on Twitter. It's quite frightening to see a bullet hole in the side of a plane. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but authorities are blaming the incidents on an increase of gang violence. I mean, are gangs really just chilling out in public in broad daylight, looking up at the sky, seeing airplanes, going, hey, I can shoot at that airplane right now and freak everybody out, and just pulls out the gun, shoots. Must have been a good shot. I mean, were they landing? Like, they weren't way high up above. They had to be sort of close to the ground. And I can only imagine being the pilot of the Spirit airline, getting shot, hearing the cling, and then just getting on out of there and flying to the Dominican Republic instead. I feel like that would be more enjoyable to be over there instead of Haiti. Just saying. Idaho's only rock station, K-Bear 101. I saw this news yesterday and laughed at it while I was on my lunch break in my car. This seems like a funny festival. Overall, just funny, corny time that I feel like I would go just because it's literally a meme. Nickelback, Kid Rock, Lynyrd Skynyrd are the headliners of this new Rock the Country traveling festival. It'll hit 10 cities next year. Now, on the flyer, it says 10 small towns, but they're going to Little Rock, Arkansas, and hitting up places that have bigger populations than here. They're starting out in Livingston, Louisiana on April 4th and the 5th, and we'll wrap up July 25th and the 26th in Anderson, South Carolina. You not only have Nickelback and Kid Rock on this lineup, you also have Aaron Lewis on there, Hank Williams Jr., Travis Tritt, and then for some reason, there are house parties also with the Yin Yang twins. This seems like just a corny festival. I mean, really. Kid Rock and Nickelback would be the only two that I would go see out of all these because all the rest are just country acts, and I'm not really into that. I'm not really wanting to see Gavin Adcock, Tracy Lawrence, Treaty Oak Revival. If it was coming close, I would tell Justin Pierce over at 105 The Hawk, I'm like, hey, you should definitely try doing a ticket giveaway for this because that would be a fun time for the Hawk audience. Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. People are overly obsessed with the royal family. I talk a lot about people who are extra loud about certain things like the Dr. Pepper cult followers, the Costco cult followers, the Disney adults that freak out about anything Disney. There's also those people who freak out about anything related to the royal family. So I'm not shocked about this news about Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake. It was on sale, and someone bought it for $2,800. A 77-year-old slice of Queen Elizabeth II's wedding cake sold for nearly $3,000. It was packaged in a box bearing the then princess's insignia and included a letter from the bride. You know, there's some like royal family freak that was just drooling over the thought of that. I was like, I need to pull out the credit card. I'm ready to buy this. And they did. What are you going to do with it? The original cake itself weighed 500 pounds. Okay. Again, what are you going to do with an 80-year-old slice of cake? Are you going to put it on display like what restaurants do when they show off their pies and they put that fake pie in the display case? And then you go like, oh, I want a real one of those. And then they hand you the whole apple pie. Are you going to have this on a counter in the living room? So when friends come over, they go, why on earth is there a slice of cake that looks horrible on the counter? And you go, this was actually at Queen Elizabeth II's wedding. And that's when your friends decide to leave and realize, oh, you're that person that's for some reason into the royal family. Caitlin Clark is going from the basketball court to the golf course today. She's playing in the one-day Pro-Am tournament ahead of the Annika tournament in Tampa Bay. Clark's playing partners for the round are number one ranked player Nelly Korda and tournament host Annika Sorenstam, winner of 72 LPGA events and 10 major championships. Clark has shown an increasing obsession with golf. Last month, she posted a video on social media of her nearly making a hole-in-one. If you happen to see Syracuse head coach Fran Brown after a loss, make sure you don't hug him. That's because Brown believes he doesn't deserve to shower after his team loses. He said, when we lose, I ain't even getting a shower till the next morning. I just be mad. I just brush my teeth, but it's like, I don't deserve soap. I don't deserve to do all that. That reads like a meme. It sounds like somebody faked that. Brown added that he also can't sleep in his bed after a loss because his wife doesn't deserve to have to deal with his smell. Isn't that gross? In pro football news here, the Dallas Cowboys are among the NFL teams having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad season. And things got even worse yesterday when owner Jerry Jones announced that quarterback Dak Prescott, he is now scheduled to undergo hamstring surgery today and will miss the rest of the season. Stick a fork in it, Cowboys. They're cooked. They're done. They'll focus on next year. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. You know how there's the Roast Me subreddit where people just voluntarily put their pictures into there and other Redditors will just say the absolute worst things imaginable about that person's appearance? I would never want to sign up for anything like that because I'm self-conscious about a lot of different things about myself, and I also think real poorly of myself. So the last thing that I would want to do is post my selfie in there and have a whole bunch of people online just, completely obliterate what I look like, who I look like, etc. There's something similar in the post-hardcore posting Facebook group. I have seen it pop up from time to time here where people will just upload selfies, mirror pics, bathroom mirror pics, you know what I'm talking about. And then they'll ask, hey, what do I look like I listen to? And this one guy decided to do that himself, and he's gotten a lot of positive responses, which is nice to see. Other people have gotten way worse results out of doing something like this. I feel like maybe I should post myself in there and watch me get like the absolute worst. Like if somebody just saw me walking down the street I don't know if they would assume I'm a rock and metal fan or if they would just automatically think, oh, this guy is giant, he's bald and has a beard. I don't know. Maybe that's the hardcore look. Maybe they'll think him into some band like, I don't know, Knocked Loose or something like that. Or maybe they'll think like, hey, this guy is into Coulter Wall or any one of those country acts. Gross. Okay, I have so many questions regarding this topic here. In an effort to understand yearly migration patterns, scientists in Australia, they somehow were able to attach cameras to 10 humpback whales and then just sat back and watched what happened each day as the animals moved around, took care of their business. What cameras did they use? Clearly, they're waterproof. They must have been strapped tightly onto those whales. Did they lose any cameras in the process? What type of cameras did they use? Humpback whales, did they go into the water and then just swim up to one and say, hey, don't mind me, I'm just going to attach this to you? Were the whales all extremely cooperative? And after like the cameras were attached, did the scientists really just sit there and watch this on TV for hours upon hours? Did they have one guy watch it? Like he could not, like they took turns in watching the footage. Like one guy would watch it for a few hours and then another scientist would come in and then fill in for that guy's slot. Again, so many questions for this particular experiment. Have you ever wanted to try raccoon sausage? That's the newest food craze. A German butcher named Michael Rice gaining some notoriety for turning something bad into something tasty, allegedly. Germany is facing a growing issue with raccoons. It is believed there are 2 million raccoons in Germany currently, and that number is on the rise. So during the raccoon hunting season of 2021 and 2022, more than 200,000 raccoons were put down, and yet the infestation continues. This guy, he's a hunter as well as a butcher, and this raccoon hunting season, he was able to cull 200 of the pests on his own. So instead of just throwing the bodies out, he took the meat, turned it into sausage. Doesn't stop there. He also makes a soup from the bones, a liver sausage, a breakfast sausage. This could make for a great Victor Eats. I'll try raccoon sausage. Who cares? I'm not the one who's grounding the bodies into sausage. If I saw that, I don't know if I would be able to eat it afterwards. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people where it's like, okay, I see the meats at the grocery stores. I take them, I buy them, I eat them. I'm not the guy butchering the cow or the animal involved. Makes it a whole lot easier to eat that stuff. Let's say you were able to buy the Batmobile. There's a fully functional $3 million Batmobile replica, $3 million it costs for this Batmobile replica. And it says entirely not street legal as part of it. What exactly are you going to do with this replica? If you're a rich person, are you going to just buy this and have it as a yard decoration? I think not. The person who will buy this is certainly going to drive it down the street, or if they're single, they're definitely driving it over to their crush's house and showing off like, hey, look what I got. I'm Batman now type thing. It has 525 horsepower to it. It delivers 486 foot-pounds of torque, packs a 6.2-liter engine. The whole vehicle weighs 5,511 pounds. It measures 15 feet long, 9 feet wide, so it's a massive car. You're not going to be able to put it in the garage. It's not going to fit in there. You'll definitely have to put it on the lawn or something like that. K-Barrett 101, I guess we're talking about weird foods this hour. Literally just talked about raccoon sausage, and now we're talking about grilled guinea pig. Are you brave enough to try it? The people over at this New York City restaurant, they're saying the head is the best part. And the restaurant's literally called La Casa del Cuy, which is the house of guinea pig, a culinary go-to in Corona, Queens that grills and serves the rodent whole. And they say essentially every part but the squeak. Ugh. I wouldn't try this. No, thank you. I like weird foods, but the fact I'm eating a guinea pig whole and they're trying to say the head is the best part, no thanks. What is it with animals on the loose? Wasn't there that lab in South Carolina where like 48 monkeys escaped? We talked about that on the show. All but one have been caught. Allegedly. That's what I saw on Twitter not that long ago. I don't know if I believe that or not. Well, now I'm looking at these two other stories A moose got into a garage in Sweden, let loose on some BMWs, and then a marsupial's on the loose in a Kentucky town. Let's talk about that marsupial. Doorbell cameras often capture some bizarre moments that homeowners would have never known about otherwise if they didn't have a Ring doorbell camera. This woman in Kentucky couldn't believe what she saw across her front lawn. She shared a video on Facebook showing what believed to be a kangaroo just hopping in front of her house. She wrote, "This was filmed in my yard at 9:05 p.m. I never thought I would see the day. Staffers at the Louisville Zoo took a look at the video and corrected Mullen, saying it's actually a wallaby, okay? The kangaroo's smaller cousin." They're like, we're not going to help try to find the wallaby. We're just going to correct you on that. Typical Facebook user right there. Well, I guess call me old-fashioned because I just saw this dumb radio survey of Gen Zers and millennials where nearly half of the people surveyed said they prefer pets over children. No thanks. I'd rather have kids. Pets are cool and all. Why not both? Sure. But I have some allergies that go off whenever I'm close to a dog that sheds a lot, a cat that sheds a lot. And it sucks because I truly do like animals, but my nose will start attacking me, making me sneeze like every 5 seconds. My eyes will get itchy. My cheeks will not really swell up, but they'll feel like I just got punched in the face by Mike Tyson. I don't understand the whole like fur baby thing. Like there are people who are just downright obsessed with their dogs. I've heard some radio show hosts even just consistently talk about their dog, calling them their fur baby, and it's like we don't care. Cool, you have a pet, we get it. Very similar to somebody that I know that just recently moved to Texas, and that's all they're talking about. It's like, oh, I love the weather here in Texas. Texas is so great. I love Texas. It's like, we get it. Stop harping on it online. But again, call me old-fashioned because I'd much rather have kids than pets and be that type of person that when the dog dies after 12 years of having it, I'm not going to be dealing with, a significant other that's crying her eyes out, going, oh, he was so young. No, he was really old. It's just pets don't live that long, and it stinks. I wish they could live like tortoises and live up to like 150 years. That would be awesome, right? I've asked similar questions before, but I saw this version of this particular type of question on Ask Reddit and went, oh yeah, sure, let's talk about this, even though there are going to be some people who try going political with it, and then I just remove those comments because there's no politics allowed on my show, no politics allowed in the K-Bear 101 Idaho Rock and Metal Facebook group. Keep it out of here, all right? So what's something you would never buy, even if you have $1 billion? I expected like 95% of these answers. Anything Tesla. Once again, the anything from insert thing here type of answer. A Cybertruck. I did like Jaws' answer because I know he really does not like Sleep Token. He said tickets to Sleep Token. And Eldon wrote a PT Cruiser, ugly road pollution. My friend Hunter, he's the guy that's obsessed with cars in our friend group. And he was telling me, dude, you know how much horsepower in those PT Cruisers? They're actually decent, but they're just hideous looking cars. And they are, because I can't imagine saving up all your money to then go out and buy a purple PT Cruiser like what I'm staring at here. Or like one of those, like those rustic orange Kia box cars. Have you seen those? I always wonder who exactly saves their money just to buy one of those ugly cars. Because you want to talk about ugly cars, I think the Cybertruck is better looking than some of those like rustic orange Cube cars. You're telling me the Nissan Cube is not ugly compared to the Cybertruck? You're out of your mind. Anyway, what's something you would never buy even if you have $1 billion? Let me know your answer. 208-535-1015. K-Bear, thanks for being the first to call in for To Peach Their Own. Even if you had $1 billion, what would you never buy?
Apple products.
You're one of those people, huh?
Yes.
You're one of the loudmouth Android users. You're one of those that's like, oh, my Android's so much better. Or when a new feature comes out on the iPhone.
I'm not saying that they're better. I'm not saying that they're better, but it's just that Apple does have its place, which is video editing, professional stuff like that. Something I'm never going to do. I'm always, going to be gaming and stuff like that, which it's just better for. PC and other platforms that are made for it.
Oh, you're talking about the computers, not the phones.
Computers, phones. I just don't like Apple as a company as a whole.
I like the phone. I will never go away from the iPhone, but I do have to agree. The computers, Macs are kind of PCs are much better.
And the only advantage you get over an Apple PC or an Apple computer over a PC is really just the programming.
But on the
Otherwise,
Mac, on the Apple computer, you get the rainbow spinning wheel.
Oh yeah, and that's what cost $10,000.
Yeah. Since nobody is calling in right now at this very moment, I figured why not go through the Facebook comments. The question I ask in the Facebook group is the same one that I ask every single day on the air. To each their own, what's something you would never buy, even if you have $1 billion? Cybertruck, number one answer. Again, there are much uglier cars out there compared to the Cybertruck. Have you not seen one of those orange PT Cruisers? Maybe even, what's that? The Kia Soul, like that just orange box. I like box cars, but that orange Kia Soul, or those, I don't know, something about them. Electric vehicle. That's another reason why people like don't want Teslas, because Tesla's electric. I want my Ford F-650, and then complain about the gas prices. Vegemite from James. I haven't had Vegemite ever. I've heard it's awful. Apollo with a yacht. A boat in any shape or form. No, thank you. I feel like the maintenance for that, paying for the maintenance for that, if you're that rich, would still be a lot. It depreciates in value. Same with cars. A yacht's a good answer for this one, Apollo. I like that one. Hair growing tips from Peaches. Hey, Randy, thank you. Appreciate that answer. 208-535-1015 to Peach their own. What's something you would never buy, even if you have $1 billion? Let me know. K-Bear, how are you doing?
Doing well, my friend, and yourself?
Doing great. What's up? What's your answer for the Peach their own?
If I had as much money as I wanted in the world, one thing I'd never buy, one of those stupid Mustang Mach-E's.
I haven't seen those things. Hold on, let me look them up here.
It's a four-door Mustang, and it's all electric.
106 city MPG 98 highway, starting at $40,000, and its range is only 250 to 280 miles. That's crazy.
And it's a four-door Mustang, because Mustang was a muscle car that was a two-door.
I do like the interior. It looks like there's a giant iPad just between the two front seats.
Oh, yeah. There's that. My boss got one as a loaner while they were working on his truck. And I says, pop the hood. I want to see what's underneath it. He couldn't even find the hood latch.
It looks like it's got some decent horsepower, but you're also going to drain the battery if you go fast like that.
I guess the second one to go right along with it is the Tesla refrigerator on wheels.
The Cybertruck, yeah, the most popular answer. I wouldn't own one of those things because
I would spend the money to buy one of those just to crush it.
I feel like I wouldn't want to get one of those things because it's almost like wearing a red hat nowadays. It's just like a political statement almost if you do drive one of those, and then people are going to give you those weird looks and stuff, and I already hate having attention on me when I'm out in public anyway. So that would just make it even worse. And I already stand out as much as it is. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.